I have barely posted on this account in the last, I don't know, month, 2 months. And the reason is because I've had virtually no OCD. And this account is always sharing what is helping with my OCD in the present moment. And so, since I've basically not had OCD, there hasn't been much to share. But I am going to share going forward, even if I'm not experiencing OCD. And now I want to share why I've had basically no OCD. And notice that I say basically. It's flared up a little bit, but very, very occasionally. It's been very, very brief. And there's two main reasons. One is I have been very busy, but it's a good type of busy. I've been busy with the thing I'm most passionate about, which is my career. I'm a comedian and a solo performer, and I have been premiering a new solo show in San Francisco called Before I Forget. So it's a tremendous amount of work, but it's fun work. It's collaborative. I'm working with my director and my producer and the theater, so I'm very busy and I'm very engaged. And that leaves less room for OCD. But the bigger reason is I have generally been in a state of acceptance. And acceptance, as I've shared before, generalizes. What I mean by that is when you are practicing acceptance in any capacity, whether it's physical pain or an annoying noise, I say, because I'm near an airport where I'm staying right now, that skill of acceptance helps with all forms of acceptance, because acceptance is fundamentally always the same. It's always a visceral, in the body, a surrender, a loosening of resistance, and acceptance is the key skill for OCD recovery. And the reason I've been in a state of acceptance is, in fact, the flip side of why I had an increase in OCD recently, which is that I've been going through a painful breakup. This relationship ended, I don't know, about 8 months ago. And so initially, the pain of that breakup was fueling more OCD, because OCD is always trying to protect us from what it sees as dangerous emotions. So when you are in some degree of emotional distress, OCD comes in to try to fix things, basically. That's why people who say, oh, OCD is my enemy. No, it's your friend. It's just a very misguided friend. So when there is more real life pain in one's life, the temptation is going to be to go into more OCD. And that's what was happening for me. I was experiencing more OCD in the last 8 months because of the pain of this heartbreak, but I consistently came back to acceptance, to surrendering to the literal heartache, the ache in the center of my chest, feeling it again and again, going out, leaving my head, leaving my mind with all these narratives about, what happened with the relationship, what she did, what I should have done, having imaginary conversations with her. All of that was happening, but I kept noticing it and leaving my head and going into my heart. And that is acceptance. And I think because I've been practicing acceptance around this heartbreak so much in recent months, that has generalized to OCD. And also, I'm pretty much on the other side of this heartbreak. Knock on wood. But for the first time, it's starting to feel like, yeah, this is in the rearview mirror. I miss her, but I think about her very infrequently. I accept that this breakup is for the best, and I'm feeling a lot of peace and a lot of freedom around that breakup. And that acceptance, my acceptance muscle, basically I've been working out the acceptance muscle around this heartbreak for months and around the increased OCD. And so now what's happening is things that ordinarily might trigger me with OCD, I notice them and I let them go instantly. So yeah, I'm grateful for the peace I'm feeling and the recovery I'm feeling. And let me be clear, when I say I've had virtually no OCD, I don't expect that to be the case indefinitely. This stuff is cyclical, as I've found. One reaches a state of acceptance and surrender, the OCD dissipates, and then for me, I tend to get a little complacent, and it can come back in. But the good news is, what I've found is every time I reach a new plateau in my recovery, a new height of freedom, I may backslide, but I don't backslide as much. So yeah, that's why you haven't heard from me much in recent months, but I am committed to posting more frequently, even when I'm feeling good. And I am feeling good most of the time.